Thank goodness it's Friday. Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. Wait a minute, it's Wednesday. It's not Friday. Why am I singing the game Friday? Or at least having a little bit of at least gonna give a little bit of an update. Welcome once again to another Game Master Games Facebook live show. I'm your host, Game Master Dave. Let's level up. Hey Nina, nice to see you. All right, so tonight we are talking about Friedman Freeze's Friday game. We're gonna get to that in just a second. But we have some very, very exciting announcements. One is we've got Octocon coming up in just under 2 weeks. It is October 3 and 4. It's going to be on the Bethpage Library, associated with the Bethpage Library. We've got Courtney and Rich from Legendary Realms helping us out with an escape room and some tech stuff. We've got Cosmic Comics and Games sponsoring us. That is so awesome. We are going to have a bunch of board games on Board Game Arena. Hey, Bill, good to see you. All day long on Board Game Arena. There's a Discord channel you can join. Hello, Nina. There's a Discord channel you can join. Check GameMasterGames.com or right on this Facebook page. There's an event as well as a couple posts for that too. And the Bethpage Library is working on a website where you can sign up for the escape rooms. So this is going to be great. That's October 3 and 4. I've been playing a ton of games online, a lot of Dominions 5. I joined a public game. I didn't know what it was going to be like and what I was going to get myself into. It's very interesting, very exciting. I have learned so much about the game because I've only been playing with against myself and also with a few friends. So there's a huge learning curve in that Dominions 5 game. And so I learned a lot by playing with some other people, which was really, really cool. Hey, Dwayne, good to see you. Hey, Roberto, nice to see you too. Dominions 5 has been great. I've been playing that a ton. And also I'm running Mina Fandelver, the D&D module from the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition starter set. That's been fun too, learning that. We've been talking about a lot of role-playing games recently on Over Coffee, which I'm on a show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 in the morning on the Long Island Tabletop Twitch channel. So I will be on there. I was there this morning. I'll be on there Friday morning. We'll be talking about games and we'll be talking about Octocon as well. So let's get into some of the stuff. Playing is Unconditional Surrender online. I just thought this was funny because we like to bring up the Board Game Geek. I'm playing with my friend Anthony. We like to bring up the Board Game Geek stats. So this Unconditional Surrender is rated as an 8.3, which anything over 6.5, Ginger and I say, is really good. In the war game category, it's listed as number 22 out of war games. That's how awesome this game is. 2 to 3 players, 14 plus. The designer is Salvatore Vasta. Publisher is GMT Games, which does a lot of war games. And I want to bring your attention over here to the weight. It's in red. That means it's difficult. It's complicated. Yeah, I just played for a couple hours and basically I spent about half my time looking in the rule book, but it was so good. I had a lot of fun. We're playing a North Africa campaign. So 3.75 out of 5, that is extremely complicated. But look at this statistic here. Playing time. Yes, if you play the entire scenario from beginning of World War II, the end of World War II for Unconditional Surrender, it could take you up to 3,000 hours. Unbelievable. Love it. Here's the Lost Mine of Fandelver. By the way, I'll never get a chance to do that, but I would love to at some, maybe retirement project. Here's the Lost Mine of Fandelver book. Really great adventure stuff in there. We talked about on Over Coffee how it is. Yes, goodbye, honey. I see Ginger wrote. See you in 3,000 hours. This is almost like a scenario setting. There's certainly a lot of adventure in here, but it also lets you gives you the background of the entire area so that you could possibly do your own adventure. All right, let's get to the game that we're talking about here. Now, Friday is what Ginger and I were just talking about. I was like, honey, how would you describe this? And she said, it is a solo deck building game. Yes, this game is one player. Look, this is from the Bethpage Library, these stats. Number of players, 1. Player ages 13 and plus. 25 minutes to play. The Bethpage Library let us borrow. Okay, see, a video froze again. I don't know what the problem is. I gotta figure that out because it's super annoying. You guys think I cut out on you, but I did not. So here we go. Back to Friday. Back to Friday. Okay, so basically, the Bethpage Library let us borrow this so that we can demo it. Now, the exciting thing that we are going to do is, wait, Ginger, are we doing this game the Friday before Octagon? Okay, so this is the game we will be doing. You guys can play along with us. This is going to be at the Bethpage Library board game night, which just happens to be the first Friday in October, October 2nd, which is just before Octagon. So we're kicking off Octagon with this on 6:30 p.m. on Friday night, the 2nd of October. You can play this solo adventure with us. You're going to be able to make decisions, and you're going to be able to make decisions with us and help us try to win the game. All right, so we're just going over the brief overview of how Friday is played. Hello, L.I. Wrong Song. So basically, you need to survive. Oh, I'm sorry. No, the premise is, Robinson Crusoe has landed on this island, and Friday is trying to get him off the island. So Friday's going to help him encounter a whole bunch of nasty things on the island, and hopefully he will succeed before he runs out of life points. So if Robinson Crusoe runs out of life points, he will unfortunately either be stuck on the island or die. I guess we could look at it either way, one of the way. So this is our starter deck on this side. These are the cards we're going to use to enter the encounter deck. Now, this game ramps up, so we need to make some tough decisions because right now, this is sort of like the level of monsters we'll be meeting in the jungle, but they get a little bit tougher, and then they get a lot tougher, and then the last 2 monsters we meet are essentially pirates, so we have to fight 2 sets of pirates. So this is how the game is played. Okay, the very first thing that has to happen is we pull out 2 encounters. All right, so these are, oops, let me turn them there upside down. So we encountered with the raft to the wreck and further exploring the island. These are sort of encounters or scenarios. We get to choose one of them to encounter. We need to beat, we're on the green, so we need to beat this number of fighting cards that we're going to pull from our hand. So we get to draw 1 free card or 3 free cards, depending on which one we choose. And then if we are successful in this, when this card comes back around in our deck, just like any other deck building game, we'll get +1 life if we defeat this one. We'll get to exchange cards, which is another mechanic, which we're not necessarily going to go into all the mechanics. So let's choose this one. So this one goes to a discard pile. So this is now in discard. We're not encountering that one. We get to draw 1 card for free, and if it has fighting ability of equal or greater than 0, we win. So here we go. We're drawing 1 card, and we got a 0, which matches or is greater than the 0. So we actually don't have to draw any more cards. We succeed in getting this encounter, and just like other deck building games, this is going to go to a discard pile and get reshuffled back in over here. So then we draw 2 more encounters. All right, so you can see here, things can be a little bit more difficult because here's a 2 and here's a 5. Okay, we're not ready. With the starter deck, it'd be really hard for us to defeat this 5. So let's get rid of this one. All right, so we're going to try to defeat this 2. Now, when we go through this entire encounter deck, the monsters ramp up, and they're going to turn into a yellows. So we have to go back through the deck, but now instead of this, if we encounter this card again, instead of being a 2, it's going to be a 5, okay? And then when we go through this deck to the left again, we're going to be, this card is going to be an 8. But there's lots of things that we can do is as we defeat these encounters, we're going to add these cards to our deck, which is really, really cool. Now, one of the mechanics... Oh, so let's try to defeat this too. So let's try to do that again. So I draw the first card. I get 3 free cards. I draw the first card. I get 0 fighting ability. I draw the second card. I get 2 fighting ability. And we defeat the card. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So then this card is going to go into our discard pile. And then we draw 2 more encounters. So I think you sort of get the gist. Oh, I drew 3 encounters. And we keep encountering this. Now, here is the problem. Once we use all of our cards here, we do get to shuffle the cards back around with all the cards that we won, which is great, which is fantastic, because some of these cards are super cool that we just won in our encounters. However, an aging card, that's the cards that are up here, and these cards are really bad for us. Look, -2 life. This one is -4 fighting ability. This one is -1 fighting ability. Our highest fighting ability card equals... These cards are bad. We want to get rid of those. So we want to be as efficient as possible, because like I said, every time we run through this deck, we grab an aging card. So that is the basic mechanics. By the way, you can buy more cards to come out. So let's say I was not able to get enough fighting ability. I can pay a life and draw another card. Then I can pay another life and draw another card. I can pay another life, draw another card. But you can see here that eventually I will run out. And then the life points go faster than you expect. Ginger and I actually had a lot of fun. I think she played maybe 10 games and just could not defeat this game until JJ came along and was like, Ginger, this is easy. And I think in the first game JJ played, he defeated the game no problem. So this is a solo game. Sometimes we like to highlight those 2-player games or the solo games because, you know, especially during this pandemic time, we all need to play some games. And if you're not doing it online on Board Game Arena or anything, or on Zoom, playing a role-playing game on Zoom, sometimes it's going to be really tough to get together with friends and play a game. So, and then I wanted to also let you know, I never brought this up. So this game is rated 7.2. Friday is rated 7.2. Came out in 2011, so it's even been around for a little while. It's rated actually strategy games number 292, and out of games overall 397, which is great. There's like 100,000 games in this database, so to be ranked 397 is very good. 1 player, 13 plus, 25 minutes, 2.4 weight, not too much. Friedman Fries is the designer, artist Harald Leski, Marcel Andre Casola Merkel, and 2F Spiel. It's a German company. And who the heck is Friedman Fries? He's come out with a whole bunch of games he's a German game designer. He was born in 1970, and most of the games he's come out with are titled with the letters F. Now, he's German, so you can see a lot of German in here. And I didn't even see Friday in here. With 2015? Oh, yeah, there it is. Freitag. Yep. Friday. Yep. 2011. But look at this guy. He's known for his green hair at conventions. You can't miss him. So there's a little bit about Friedman Fries. And he's known for his absurd and humorous games. And this game has some interesting artwork, some funny artwork, and we do recommend it. Thanks so much for checking out Friedman Fries. It did help us out. All right, so Friday, check it out, single player, but Bethpage Library Board Game Night, October 2nd, 6:30 p.m. Check out the Bethpage site or Game Master Games for the link, and we do hope to see you there. We can play with as many people as possible because we've been making some decisions. If we get 10 or 15 people show up for the event, we'll take a vote on which event to choose and how to handle it. All right, with that said, thanks so much for joining us once again for another Game Master Games Facebook live show. And give yourself 100 experience points. And if your name is Robinson or Caruso, give yourself another 100 experience points. And if your name is Friday, give yourself 1,000 experience points. And so once again, until we meet again across the internet, possibly at Octagon or at the Bethpage Library Board Gaming Night, keep your dice dry, your rule books ready, and your meeples strong. I totally forgot to do my hand thing. Oh my gosh. Hey, Angie, you joined us right late. This will be saved to the Game Master Games Facebook page. You can check out the video again. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night.